I refuse to let you sit around and waste another school year again. The school season is about to start, so I think now is the perfect time to find ways that you can conquer this school year. And I'm here to tell you tips that will exactly do just that. Trust me, it is better to do it now than later, because later on you're gonna forget and then you're not gonna do it anyways. So why not just apply these tips now and then conquer this school year and make it the best one that you have done so far. As someone that has had a 4.0 GPA and higher throughout my entire high school career, I can promise you that it has not been easy. I have had to do a lot of different trial and error things, but in the end, when you've perfectly refined your skills in studying and in academics, you will be doing better than you have ever done. And I'm here to show you these tips that will help you do just that. Hi guys, I'm Harshita, and if you don't know already, I do a bunch of different types of content on this channel. All of these things that will help you level up in all areas of your life. Your academics, your lifestyle, and I also post a bunch of different types of motivational content as well. You'll see that later on in my channel if you look through. In this video, I'm going to be showing you a bunch of tips that will help you conquer this school year. And in fact, these tips will help you be in your academic era because I do not want to hear any excuses this year. I don't want next year to be better. I don't want the year after that to be better. I want this year to be better than all of the years previously. I want this year to be your year, and you're gonna show me how. I have a couple of timestamps that I will list on the screen right now. And all of these timestamps are going to help you later on if you want to skip through to specific parts of the video, or if you want, just watch the whole video and you'll be able to gain all of the knowledge that you need to conquer this school year. So, without further ado, let's get into our first tip, which is to find new methods of studying. Trust me when I say you need to try out all of the methods. And I'm not joking, because some methods are going to work better than others. So if you don't try them all out, what if you stop on one method because you think it's working well, but there's another method out there that's working perfectly, that would work perfect for you? So trust me when I say you should try out all the different study methods that there are out there. I have done that myself too. And I found that the Pomodoro method works best for me. This method is where you have a specific time to study and specific breaks in between it too. So I like it because it's so organized, and I, as a person, whenever I study, I know that I tend to just study for a stretched period of time, which kind of leaves me drained and not want to study all of the other things that I have to as well. So what I find best is I schedule breaks in between, like I work for 25 minutes and then I have a 5-minute break in between. And there are a bunch of videos out there on YouTube that have the Pomodoro method applied on them. So you can just play them in the background while you're studying, and then a timer will ring and then you'll be done. You'll have a little break and then you can work again. I'm not saying that this method is the best one out there because everyone studies differently. So try out all the methods and see the one that's best for you. I found the one that's best for me, but I'll be trying out all the new ones that people create too, because I want to do what's best for myself. And you should do the same as well. The next tip is to surround yourself by people who are smarter than you. Now hear me out on this one, because I understand it's kind of annoying when people are smarter than you and then all they talk about is them being smarter than you and they don't even realize it. But when you surround yourself by people who are smarter than you, you're automatically going to be adapting their own study habits too. So that means that you're going to be applying that knowledge that they have to yourself, and then in return, you're going to be smarter as well. Like this school year that I'm starting, I'm picking all AP Advanced and dual credit classes just because I know that the people in that class will also be able to help me improve. If you pick a friend group that's not as good academically or not as strong academically, you as a result are going to be demotivated, and who wants that? why would you want to be demotivated from your own goals as well? You can say as much as you want that,
oh, I won't be like that. I won't be as demotivated as them when it comes to studying.
but in the end, you're also going to be like them, because why wouldn't you want to do what your friends are doing? When you surround yourself with your friends, you are likely to do the same things as them when you're around them. So if they're not studying, you wouldn't be studying either. And if you are studying, you're most likely to get distracted, because that's what happens to me too whenever I hang out with my friends. If I'm not hanging out with a group of friends that typically just studies. So trust me, have a couple of people around you that like to study, or a couple of people that are smarter than you, so that you can go to them for advice when it comes to studying, so that you can ask them, hey, how do you solve this problem? They might have their own way of studying that will help you as well. Why would you want to withhold yourself from that? So it's best to find people that are smart, people that will help you also gain knowledge. The next thing that I want you to do is to find academic opportunities around you. Participate in them as well. When I'm saying this, I'm talking about events, competitions, things like clubs and all that stuff. I said this in my previous video too, when I was talking about how to thrive in your teen years. But what I'm talking about now is that you should be involved in competitions and all of these things as well. Because this is the perfect way to make school and make academics into something that you might be interested in. When you involve yourself in competitions like, let's say speech. Let's say you want to do speech, for example. You're really interested in it, but you're not sure if you want to do it. Just do it. What's the big deal? The worst thing that will happen is... Actually, no. There's no bad thing that could happen. There's nothing bad that could happen from participating in something, especially in like competitions and events. I get it, losing isn't the most fun thing, and I've been there too. I've lost a couple of times as well, but when you involve yourself in these school activities, you find a way to make studying into something that is not just sitting and reading a book or writing some stuff down on paper. You find innovative ways to think of different things, and you also learn to process information in different ways. For example, I am in BPA, which is Business Professionals of America. It's an organization that holds a bunch of different events and a bunch of different competitions too that have different kinds of events in them. Like you could be doing a presentation or a speech or any of that stuff in that realm. So when you involve yourself in activities, you find people that will also be in those activities, and in the end, you'll be able to get along with them because you're in the same kind of realm as them. You get to experience like-minded people, people who want to improve, people who want to level up in that specific thing, which means that you are also going to be motivated with them. The next tip is to follow inspirational accounts and accounts that will motivate you to study. I myself have done this so many times when I have felt demotivated to study, demotivated in school in general, and every single time, without fail, it has helped. Because your brain is likely to act according to what they see. And if you focus on content that is inspirational, content that will make you want to study, you are as a result going to want to study as well, because that is exactly what your brain is telling you to do. Pinterest is a great way to do this. Have a bunch of Pinterest boards that are specifically designated for studying. And all of this stuff is going to help you want to study because it's going to look so romanticized. And that's not a bad thing. Romanticize studying. Romanticize the idea of studying, because in a way it really is beautiful, and you need to have that mindset. You need to have the mindset that you are not only just sitting and reading a book. You need to think of it in the way that you are enriching your mind with new knowledge. You are becoming smarter by taking in this information every single time, and you need to have that mindset when you study so that you can feel more motivated to study. That is exactly the thing that inspirational accounts do. Use social media to your advantage. There are so many different pages on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, Snapchat even. I'm sure Snapchat. Maybe Snapchat, but the other three, there are millions of pages that are based on just studying and school and academics. Take advantage of these types of content and really picture yourself in their shoes and how you can also be that. These accounts are going to help you want to study because you are going to be looking at all of this information that is romanticizing studying and taking in knowledge. You really just need to change your perspective on everything you do when you're bored of it. Everything you do can be a passion if you think of it in the right way. Everything can be a passion, including studying. If you talk to a dentist, I'm sure that they're kind of, in a way, passionate about brushing their teeth because they are in that kind of realm. So take that knowledge and switch it to studying and be the person that is inspiring themselves to study. Take in the information that is going to help you and nurture your mind and be that person that you picture in your head is the best at studying, the best at school. Because you really can be it. If you're imagining it in your head, why can't you do it in real life too? Your head has already taken in that information and your head has already accepted that to be true. Why can't you in real life as well? The last tip that I have for this video is to stop procrastinating. When you get a homework assignment, whenever you get an assignment to do it at that moment if you can, or just do it as soon as possible, because most likely you're going to be more motivated to do it at that moment than you are going to be later on. If you don't want to do an assignment now, what makes you think that you're going to want to do it later when you can be watching TV or something? When you have so many distractions around you, isn't it better to just do it at that moment when you have it in front of you? Exactly. So stop procrastinating. Do the thing that you're going to do right now before you open your phone, before you open that YouTube video that you're going to watch. The point is, focus on your studying and eliminate distractions. That's another way to stop procrastinating. Eliminate distractions that are around you. Find an environment that's only gonna make you focus on the thing that's in front of you, which is your work. So when you're doing that, you're going to be focusing on just your work at that moment and you'll be done after you finish it. And that's exactly what we want here, isn't it? This is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope all of these tips are gonna help you, and please apply them into your life. I want all of you guys to succeed when it comes to school. I know it can be hard and I know it can be demotivating at times, but this video is exactly aiming to help you. And I want you guys to succeed in all aspects of school and enter your academic era this year, not next year, not the year after that, but this year. So if you guys like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment below if you guys have any questions. And I'll be very happy to respond to any of them, please. And I will see you guys again later. Bye!